Hello, my name is David Jean-Baptiste. I'm a world-class musician and the author of Flow Center and Finding Balance. However, I'm not here to talk about myself, I'm here to talk about you. I'm here to talk about how you can dramatically increase your level of comfort and safety. How antioxidants can help you get rid of stress, how antioxidants can help you get rid of illness, how antioxidants can prevent illness. It's fascinating. It won't take long, and I'm happy to talk to you. Let me tell you about antioxidants, because you may not truly understand what an antioxidant is. If you put a fresh apple on a table, it can sit there for weeks. But if you cut it in half, something dramatic happens. Within minutes, it starts turning brown. Have you noticed that? I'm sure you have. It's called oxidization. When an apple is cut in half, it starts dying. A fresh apple can sit for weeks. It's the same in your body. The same for vegetation and the same for all mammals. When you are fearful and frightened, your body starts oxidizing. It's a slow decay. An apple can die within one day once it's cut in half, but it can sit on the table for weeks. Exactly the same happens in your body. It's quite terrifying, really. Anytime you get cut off in traffic, anytime someone upsets you, anytime you have food that isn't healthy, anytime you have food with too much salt in it or food with too much sugar in it, your body starts oxidizing. That's the bad news. God knew about it a long time ago and created within you an ability to create your army of good guys, an army of good guy antioxidants. Here's the bad news. These days, the bad guy army is increasing because in these days of COVID, there is more fear of bad health. There is more fear of losing your job. There is more fear of losing your income. One of the most loved companies in the whole wide world, Walt Disney's, their sales are down 91%. Can you believe that? Hertz Rent-A-Car has gone completely bankrupt. Nothing is safe. Many people are frightened. And the bad guy army is bigger than ever before. So the good guy army is weaker and the bad guy army is terribly strong. As you get older, the good guy army gets weaker. Like when you were 16 years old, you could run a mile just for fun. When you're 50 years or older, running a mile is much harder. So there is a discrepancy. When the bad guy army is very strong, there is a big gap. And the good guy army just can't combat it. There is a leftover of oxidizing, and it's draining your organs, it's pulling your organs down. There are two things you can do. The first is to age prematurely and get diseases like cancer and diabetes, swelling of the joints and arthritis, the need for hip replacements and knee replacements. Have you noticed that hip replacements are up wildly? Have you noticed that knee replacements are up wildly? It's because of the leftover oxidizing. So one option is you can do nothing, get sick and age prematurely. But what you can do is have an antioxidant supplement. Supplement means additional. You have to have add to, an increase of your body's ability to combat oxidization. You may have heard of red grape juice. This is a well-known antioxidant. You may get the feeling to go to your local health shop and purchase some red grape juice. The thing is, not all antioxidants are equal. Research has shown that if there is even a tiny bit of impurity in the antioxidants, it simply just won't work. So you go to the shop, you buy your favorite antioxidants, and apart from just having the pleasure of taking the antioxidants and buying the antioxidant, it just won't work. The benefit of that is absolutely zero. Now, I found a company that won't buy an antioxidant from a farm unless that farm has been guaranteed organic. Certified organic in writing, certified by the government for 50 years. Certified that there are no pesticides, there are no insecticides, there are no harsh chemicals, heavy metals, no fertilizers. None whatsoever, which means there are no impurities of any kind. You get full impact from this company. The research has been done. A company that has a 50-year requirement for a pure soil. I've never heard of that before. So I know when I purchase for this company, I'm getting real good value. They don't just use red grapeseed extract, they use all 8 antioxidants. They've done research and found the most powerful antioxidants in the world. You've probably heard of goji berries, you've probably heard of wild blueberries, well, I'm pretty sure you've heard of wild blueberries. These are just 2. They have all 8 of them. When you use all 8, it helps all of your organs without exception. In different ways, over different periods of time. It helps out the good guys and beats off the bad guys. So my body is healthy. My body is healthy. I am healthy. And I don't get sick. A friend of mine experiencing great results from the supplement told his sister about it. And she said, "Oh my God, I've got to try it." She wanted the antioxidant supplement so she can cycle better. She cycles for about an hour each morning and comes back refreshed. One day she decided to take a longer route, which took her 2 hours, and she came back exhausted and tired. He told her about the antioxidant, and she said, "Oh my God, I've got to try it." She did, and within 3 months, she was able to take the longer route without getting tired. It's as if all her organs became 10 to 15 years younger. Amazing. Another lady, Jacinth, living in the northern tip of Canada, has been having sleep trouble and has not been able to have a normal length of sleep. She falls asleep okay, but she gets up after only 4.5 hours. And she's been doing that for 30 years. She's had sleep deprivation for 30 years. She's been tired and feeling sluggish and hasn't been able to think as quickly as she should be because she had sleep deprivation for 30 years. When told about the antioxidant supplement, she said, "Oh my God, I've got to try it." In 3 months, she started sleeping for 8.5 hours. The sleep deprivation has gone. It's as if all her organs are 30 years younger. Amazing. Amazing. Let me tell you about Jack. Jack is an older guy, 76 years old. 10 years ago, at the age of 66, he failed in performance in bed with his wife one night. So he went to his doctor and was told, "Jack, there are 3 stages in virility or libido in a man's life. Stage 1, he can perform. Stage 2, he can perform only with a prescription, usually Viagra. Stage 3, he can't perform even with Viagra." So she said, "Okay, you're 66. Here's a prescription. Go fill it and enjoy your wife." And he did. But it wasn't that fulfilling for him. If he wanted to get down with his wife, he would have to ask her, she would have to say yes, he would have to pop a pill, and he'd have to wait for 45 minutes. But at least he could perform. So, when he found out about this antioxidant supplement, he said, "Oh my God, I've got to try it." And he did. After 3 months, he said to his wife, "I don't really understand it, but tonight, I think I'm not going to need the pill." And for him, it was beautiful, harmonious, mindful, and wonderful. They loved it. It's as if his organs got 10 years younger. He could do things at the age of 76 that he couldn't do at the age of 66. Raymond, in his younger years, was an athlete. He was in cross-country skiing competitions, in road competitions, in track competitions, a rock climber, a mountain climber. He loved it. He had a strong body, won lots of awards. One day, at 36 years old, he entered and completed the biggest athletic event of his life, the 100-kilometer ultra marathon. That's 62 miles of running, non-stop. The gun went off at noon and he finished at midnight. That's 12 and a half solid hours of running. Much later on in his life, he couldn't even run a block without panting, and he hated it. He didn't know what to do about it. Then someone said, why don't you take this antioxidant supplement, because it improves all of your organs, your liver, your bladder, your skin, your eyes, your tongue, your heart, your lungs. Lungs, he said to himself. He couldn't wait to try this. One night, he was out walking with his wife. Quite late one night. He says, I don't understand it. I think I'm a runner again. She said to him, how do you know? He said, I don't know, I just sense it. Do you mind if I leave you here on the pavement and go for a run? She said, yeah, go for it. Who cares? I don't mind. He ran a block and he wasn't panting. He ran 2 blocks and he wasn't wheezing. He didn't stop. He ran for a solid hour. The first time he ran for an hour since he was 36 years old. That was the first time since 36 years old. That was 40 years ago. Now that's incredible. Now, when you're interested, contact me, send me an email to david@thewellnessclarinet.com. That's david@THEWELLNESSCLARINET.com. david@thewellnessclarinet.com. To say, send a message saying, I want to try the product. Leave your mobile number. Some countries they call them handies. In the UK they call them mobiles. In the United States they call them cell phones. Leave your cell phone number and I'll contact you wherever you are in the world. Okay, I'll call you. I only want people who are serious. Okay, I will only help people who are serious. You wouldn't join a gym program and expect the results you desire within 2 or 3 days. You wouldn't go on a diet and expect all the weight to drop off your body after a week. I only want people who are serious. If you're serious, contact me. Send an email saying I want to try this antioxidant to david@thewellnessclarinet.com and I'll get back to you. Okay, it's as simple as that. Contact me, tell me what to try, leave your cell phone number, and thank you very much for listening to this presentation. Bye.